G'day everybody, time to look now at the Adventure King's gazebo tent in a different way. Today I've found a hack for something I did notice with these tents. They flap around a lot in the wind, but there's a way you can limit the amount of noise it makes and how far it lifts up underneath. So let's talk about that. On three sides of the gazebo tent you have these pockets. Now if you'll notice, what have I put in there? I've put in a small little half paver, which is only about that thick, and it doesn't weigh a lot, so it's not going to do any damage to the actual gazebo tent. But if you'll notice, the bottom of the tent is not lifting up off the ground. Now if I take that paver out, you'll watch this. Watch what happens. See, it moves at the bottom? That actually means you can stop it from actually blowing around. So that means you prolong the life of that tie on that end, because it's not going to put as much strain on the middle. Now, they're on three sides of the tent, so I think that's what these are for. So what I believe these pockets are really for is to protect the tent, not your phone. Now, I put pavers in that obviously had a bit of condensation and a bit of dampness, so it sucked a lot of that up inside the tent. But if you had them dry, like I've got over the other side here, you can see that one is actually in a plastic bag. So it's actually going to protect itself from any water or condensation. So what we're talking about here is making sure that the tent doesn't flap around as much, and thus it will make it easier for you to sleep. So it's not going to move upwards underneath. It's actually keeping it secured, because you've got to remember, it's a 3 metre span each side. So stopping that from lifting 3 metres of tent limits it to 1.5 metres, means it's not going to flap around as much underneath the side of the tent. Because what I discovered is that they do move around quite a lot without that particular hack being there. So just something you can consider. Don't have a huge brick, it's only got to be really, really small, and it's got to be lightweight enough that it's not going to do any damage, but it's there to make sure it doesn't move. Now you could use sandbags to do this. Probably even a couple of little bean bags, those little small bean bags you can get. You could actually use those. It just means that what it does is it allows it to stop moving around as much on the bottom of the tent. Now I'll also explain where this could be beneficial. Say if you've got a mattress in here, you would want to make sure that the mattress was placed here. Now without that there, this whole thing would lift up and make your mattress move. Having that there to stop that means that it's not going to move underneath your mattress, providing you bring it in about this far from the edge. So this here is not going to hit your mattress, because I used this one night without that setup and discovered that it actually flapped up underneath the mattress. So how I found all this is by sheer accident. But in many ways, it's actually probably not a bad thing to be able to understand. Make sure it's a paver or small piece of brick that's not brittle, so it doesn't do any damage. You could use, as I say, sandbags, you could use bean bags even. Something to make sure that it protects the tent from moving around as much, and you'll probably get a better night's sleep. So anyway, just a bit of a hack for you with the Adventure King's gazebo tent. Hope this helps you all. Catch you next time.